I know it's all right. Looks like we're gonna get started. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Glad to have you on here. We got some exciting information that's going to be shared with you today with Keisha McCautry. We can go ahead and get it kicked off. Keisha, I'm gonna go ahead and start with your bio, and then I'll hand it on over to you so you can share some of this awesome knowledge you have. All right. Keisha McCautry is an award-winning marketing and communications executive with 20 years of experience working with global brands such as Apple, Google, Amazon, Snapchat, Netflix, and many more. She is the founder and chief AI innovation officer at Mosaic Method Agency, an AI-driven business solutions firm that empowers professionals and organizations to leverage AI for innovation, efficiency, and career growth. Man, with multiple certifications in AI and recognition as one of the top 10 Black AI communicators by the Black Tech Public Relations Society, Keisha is at the forefront of integrating AI technologies into professional development. She has shared her expertise on stages such as the Black is Tech Conference, where she inspired audiences to harness AI as a tool for success. Through her dynamic sessions, Keisha equips participants with actionable strategies to stand out and thrive in an ever-evolving professional landscape. I want to introduce you all to Keisha. I'm handing it over to you.
Thank you so much, Michael. And hello to everybody. Happy December. Happy almost 2025, actually. Wow. So I'm super excited just to kind of dive in on all things AI, but I want to do a few housekeeping items before. I will be presenting a lot of information, right? A lot of prompts and tools. So definitely try to go grab pen and paper. But if you miss something, don't worry. The team will be sending over a full recording afterwards. Also, if you are on your computer, as we all are for the most part, definitely just pull up ChatGPT. If you don't have a login yet, it takes you all of 3 seconds to create a free one because we're going to be doing some practice sessions in real time. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I'm going to attempt to also leave a little bit of time for Q&A as well. So bear with me before we do that. Let's see here. There we go. And we're going to present my whole screen. All right. Making sure that everybody can see.
Yep, I can see it.
Perfect. So again, so today we're talking about level up with AI, building a professional brand for career success. So basically, what's going to happen today? Thank you so much again, Michael, for introducing me. Again, my name is Keisha. I'm the founder and chief innovation officer of Mosaic Method Agency. We do anything from creating AI agents to helping people streamline to working on ethics AI, but even just the education of it all. I also have 6 certifications in AI. If you have questions on how can I even get certified in AI, there are a lot of free ones. So we can talk about that too at the end of the call as well. So basically, this is something that I'm passionate about. I've always been a tech nerd. I wanted to get my degree in software engineering in college until I looked at the course load as well as all of the math. Math is not my ministry, so I wasn't able to do that. So I took a non-traditional route. I worked in tech PR back in the day, and I think I'm going to tell my age. I don't know if people remember MySpace, but back in the day, if you can learn how to do your own coding, you can code on the back end. I taught myself how to do HTML. So I've always been an undercover tech geek. So when AI actually became mainstream, right, I got really excited about it. What I think happens also when people hear the word AI, it's like a buzzword and people feel like AI is new. Actually, AI is not new. So, for example, we've all had Netflix for a while, we've all had Hulu and some of these other big streaming platforms. And one thing that's a perfect example is when you go, there's always something that says based upon your viewing history. That's AI. AI is predicting what you will like to watch based upon what you've done before. Even when you call in to customer service, right? You can say, I need help with such and such. So AI will compute exactly what you're saying and get you in contact with the right person. So I say all that to say AI has been around for a very long time. Also, something else that is a misconception about AI is that number one, that AI is going to take over everybody's job. AI is not going to take over everybody's job, but somebody who knows how to do AI definitely will. People are saying that AI is a fad. AI is going to go away. Did the computer go away? Did the microwave go away? Did printers go away? So just like how everybody had to adapt to all of this technology that's coming up, you will have to adapt in AI or you're going to be left behind on that. So I just wanted to start with that. So let's talk about the objectives of what we're going to talk about today. And a fun fact that I want to share with you as we're going through these slides, every single image that you see here, I created utilizing AI and a platform that's called Midjourney. So these very realistic images of African American people, yes, I created these in AI. So by the end of this session, we're going to understand the basics of AI and ChatGPT. We're going to learn actionable strategies to really enhance your career, understanding that everybody in this call may not necessarily want a 9 to 5. You may be a budding entrepreneur, or you may be a corporatepreneur where you want to have a 9 to 5, but also have a side business, side hustle, or just other ways to generate revenue. So for that reason, I decided to kind of talk about it from a traditional 9 to 5 perspective and give tips there. But also today, we're going to talk about it. Oh, if you just want to be an entrepreneur, are you a content creator? Are you looking for funding for your business? How can I utilize AI to work smarter? So we're going to talk about that too. And then lastly, we're going to be equipped with the tools to really stand out and really enhance your personal brand. So why use AI for your career? I don't know who's looking for jobs right now, but when you're on the websites, it's just so repetitive. Do a cover letter. Why are you interested in this company? Having to go in and update every single resume, your professional objectives. It's very repetitive. How can we make that quicker? We can utilize AI. Enhance your communication and planning. Okay, there's this amazing, I know a recruiter that is working for this company. I want to send them a LinkedIn message, but how can I really make myself stand out? You can utilize AI, and I'm going to give you examples of how to really stand out with that. And then lastly, it's going to really help you boost creativity and problem solving. I like to tell people that AI is literally your personal assistant. That's the best way to describe it. So, what is ChatGPT? This is going to be our main focus today. We're going to talk about a lot of other platforms too, but I feel like ChatGPT is right now the oracle of all things prompting, right? But also there's a free version that you can use and it can still give you everything that you need. So basically, in layman's terms, what is ChatGPT? Well, ChatGPT is an AI-powered language model. Okay, I'm not going to go into all the tech speak. Y'all don't want to hear all that, so I'm not going to do that. It generates human-like text responses. And basically, what I'm going to show you is that it's going to give you applications to help with brainstorming, writing, summarizing, and more. And one thing that you all will learn throughout the day is that ChatGPT can only be as good as you program it to be. If you go into ChatGPT and just put in a very basic prompt, if someone uses it all the time, they'll be able to tell. But I'm going to show you how to program it to use your voice, how to make everything very detailed so you'll be able to be successful and also save some time and level up. Okay, cool. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the two top competitors for ChatGPT. The first competitor is Google Gemini. Well, I do excuse me. Google is one of my clients, and I do help promote Gemini. So I utilize Gemini a lot. I know all the tech behind it. So I just wanted to kind of hone in on some of the key strengths. A lot of this is not going to matter to you, so I'm going to gloss over a lot of it. But it really has advanced reasoning, coding capabilities. So even if you wanted to create a mobile app, you don't know how to code, you can literally put prompts into Chat GPT and it will do all the coding for you, right? It's also really good for creative collaborations and also access to real-time information. So what does that mean? You can say, hey, I'm looking for such and such. Can you search the internet for me to find it? And it will. Now, as a brand new update to ChatGPT, as of maybe a month ago, now ChatGPT also searches the web too. The second big competitor for ChatGPT is called Claude. Claude is coming in, it's wrecking all the things, right? Claude focuses on safety and ethical consideration. It's also designed to be helpful, harmless, and honest in the things that it gives you back for the prompting. Again, the key strengths is just the empathy of it all, strong emphasis on safety and ethical guidelines. And also, it has the most competitive edge right now. It's coming for all the girls. So it aims to be more reliable and responsible AI assistant. Why am I breaking all of this down to you? Because once you start utilizing AI, when you're new to it, I recommend that people have a Chat GPT, which they have a free version. Open up Gemini, a free version, and Claude, and put that in, right? And the same prompt that you put in Chat GPT, put that prompt into Claude, put that prompt into Gemini, and just started to see which one works the best. Or maybe one time, oh, Gemini actually gave me a better answer here, or Claude gave me a greater answer this time, or hey, I like this answer for Gemini, but I kind of like how ChatGPT is more punchy, so I'm going to copy and paste this from Gemini. Give this to ChatGPT and say, hey, I really like this, but can you punch this up a little bit more? So as you're exploring and just kind of learning which ones work best for you, I just ask that you play around with all three of them until you find that sweet spot of which one that you're really going to like. Okay, so Keisha, just make this simple for us, right? What is this? How do we even start with prompting and all the things that it can do? So as I stated before, ChatGPT is your personal assistant. Today, we're going to be talking about careers, leveling up, and just really being future focused for 2025. But what else can it be, right? So when it comes to ChatGPT, and when you're prompting, it's always three things that you have to think about. And it's pretty simple. You're going to get your prompt to act as a role, create a task, and show S format. These are the ABCs of ChatGPT, right? So you can see that sample roles, it can be anything that you put in here: CEO, marketer, therapist, journalist, so on and so forth. So for example, I can literally say, hi, I need you to act as an entrepreneur. I need you to create some sales copy for my brand new campaign, which is copy and paste it. Can you create this for me and put this into a spreadsheet and build out advertisements for me for the next year based upon cultural themes? And it will spit it all out. So the ABCs again is when you're putting in a prompt, what is the role? I need you to be, I need you to create this task, and I need you to do it in this format. Again, we're going to share this with you afterwards. So this cheat sheet is really going to help you as you're starting out with it, understanding the basics of prompting. People, when you say prompt engineering, oh my God, it's really scary. But no, it's literally a three-part process. But as you grow into ChatGPT and Claude and Gemini, you can actually really grow and expand your prompts that can make you an AI superstar. What do I mean by that, right? So I gave you the ABCs of it, but as you grow, there's so many different ways that you can kind of really focus in on your prompting. The first one is RTF, what's the role, what's the task, what's the format, and you'll build it out that way, right? So for example, create a storyboard that outlines the sequence of ad creatives, and you'll put in the ad creative. It'll spit it out for you. The next one, TAG, task, action, goal, right? So let's just say the task is to evaluate the performance of team members. Put in the information about the team members. You may have a paragraph about the team members and you throw in what their responsibilities is, and you'll put in a few notes about what you observe. It's going to spit out something that's super crisp, super clear. If you wanted to put growth goals in there for this particular employee, it'll do all of that for you. The next one is BAB, before, after, bridge. So, oh, excuse me. So basically, another one would be develop a detailed plan for mentioning all of the measurements. That's a little bit more detail for you all. I don't really see you doing a before after bridge. It's a little bit too complex. The next one is content action results example. Perfect example. We are launching a new line of sustainability clothing, and you'll tell it what you need to do. And then the last prompting example is rise. Role, input, steps, and the results again, right? So again, you don't have to get this detail. You can really stick with what I showed you before, but as you play around with it and as you grow with it and you want to really upskill yourself, these are some additional prompt frameworks that you can work with. Okay, so the first thing you have to learn how to do with ChatGPT is getting it to use your voice, right? So when you're new to ChatGPT, what I would recommend that you do, if there's emails that you've written, whatever you have that you've written, maybe it's a letter, maybe it's sales copy, whatever it is, you want to have all of that handy, right? And what you're going to do is you're going to put in a prompt. And this is literally the prompt. Analyze the text below for style, voice, and tone. Create a prompt to write a new paragraph in the same style, voice, and tone. And then you'll insert your personal documents. Now, what's going to happen, and what I love about ChatGPT, is once you do this once, it remember, so you don't have to do this every single time. So let's just say you go in the next day and you ask ChatGPT to do an assessment for you. It gives you an outcome based upon what you put it in, and then you like, this sounds good, but this is not necessarily all the way in my voice. Can you review this again and make sure that it's in my voice? And then it's going to go back to the memory and the information that you put in there, and it's going to put it in your voice, right? But also another fun thing to do, and I use it for emails all the time, is that, hey, I received this email. I need you to respond to this email in my voice, but making it professional, to the point, and stern. It'll do that. Another fun thing that you can do with ChatGPT as you're learning how to do it, right? Hey, the holidays are coming around. I have my family coming. We are describing the family, where you're from. I need to create a menu. Can you provide some ideas of some menus? Hey, holiday is coming along. These are the type of things that my family likes to do. Can you create some games for us that we're going to enjoy to do? So just from a day-to-day perspective, and you're learning from ChatGPT and you're just trying to get used to it, these are some easy things that you can do just to kind of train yourself to do it. On a fitness journey, hey, I'm trying to lose 30 pounds. This is my weight now. Give me recipes for 30 days. Give me a workout plan for 30 days and act as my fitness coach to make sure that I'm doing what I'm doing. And for the exercises, send me YouTube links of these exercises. It can do that. So I just want to make sure that I'm showing you all practical ways that you can use ChatGPT to take the fear away from it when you get ready to dive into it for your career. Okay, so today is all about preparing for 2025. How can we level up? How can we really get to where we want to be? And it starts now. I don't believe in waiting to January to create your vision boards. No, do it now. And ChatGPT actually makes it so much better for you. So when you do get this recording today, this is the first prompt that I want you to do with ChatGPT, okay? And you really just want to reflect on your journey for 2024. The prompt that you're going to put in says, initiate a reflective coaching session focusing on the past few years of my career. Ask questions one by one that guide me through a comprehensive review of my journey, highlighting key milestones, major learning experiences, and significant transitions. Help me discern which experiences and skills are crucial for my future growth and which ones I should move beyond. Let's identify patterns or behaviors that no longer serve my goals and discuss how today can mark a new beginning by shedding outdated layers and embracing a path of evolution and progress. Do not ask me more than one question at a time. So what's going to happen? ChatGPT is going to ask you a series of questions. Once you're done answering those questions based upon this prompt, it's going to spit out a reflection of your journey, where you've gone before. And then once you read that, you can say, this is great. So this is what I possibly want to do for next year. What does that look like? What's my 3-month plan for that? What's my first month plan for that? Give me a work back timeline to get to where I want to be based upon my journey. You can literally have this conversation with ChatGPT. Another thing that I want to show you all is that ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude are all in the App Store. So I do recommend that if you can download ChatGPT, that you do that, because I want to show you guys a pretty cool example, because you're going to chat with ChatGPT just like it's your friend, right? So once you do it, you can literally click on the voice prompt. Hey, good evening. How are you doing?
Hey there, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you? How's your evening going?
It's going pretty good. I am teaching a class all about ChatGPT and how they can use it for their career. Is there any advice that you would like to give to them?
That's awesome. One great tip is to encourage your students to experiment with ChatGPT for tasks like brainstorming ideas, drafting emails, and generating content. It's also useful for learning new topics or practicing interview questions. It's all about exploring how it can save time and enhance productivity.
Thank you so much. I'll talk to you later, okay?
You're welcome. Talk to you later. Have a great class.
That's AI. So I just wanted to show you, like, even if you're not sure about the prompts, you can literally have a conversation with AI. This is what I want to do with my life. Can you kind of help me how to do it? It will have the conversation with you. And then when you go back to the actual app, it'll show you literally what your conversation is and what the plan is. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. And yes, it's definitely amazing. So using AI to help decide your next career move. Again, we are about to hit on 2025. We want to level up. We want to take all the trips. We have all of our personal goals. So let's really look at how to do that as far as prompting is concerned. So another good prompt that I want you all to do while you're on your winter break, it talks about identifying what your strengths are, right? You have to know what your blind spots are if you want to move forward, right? So you'll ask it, identify a self-discovery session to identify and refine my strengths. Start by asking me to describe in detail a specific instance where I achieved something significant or felt particularly proud of my contributions as an entrepreneur or as a career professional. Based upon my response, use your understanding to highlight 3 strengths that seem evident in my story. Then allow me to review and respond to each strength, agreeing or disagreement. I'm going to stop here. Like, people pay people to do this. You're actually having literally a career coach, a life coach right here in your pocket for the free 99, right? So again, once you get this, you'll be able to copy and paste this prompt, play with it. It's going to do the same thing. It's going to give you question by question, and it's going to give you an observation of what it comes up with just to kind of help you level up and decide and really ideate and brainstorm about what you want to do. And I won't go into this last one in greater detail because it's being repetitive at this point, but also another great prompt that you'll be able to play around with is just visualizing the future, right? So I put a really cute prompt here that you'll be able to do. And again, vision boards are great. I'm all for vision boards, but this is going to give you actionable plans that, if you want to put on your vision board, that's great. Or you could say, ChatGPT, I need you to act as my vision board. These are the things that I want to do. Create a vision board image for me based upon what I said, and it will literally create your vision board for you. Seriously. Cool. So now that you all know the basics of prompt engineering, now that you know how detailed you can get with prompt engineering, now it's time to teach you all how to prompt, right? So we're definitely going to learn how to do all of the things when it comes to that. Cool. And I'm going through the chats. No, the voice is free. So you don't have to pay to get the voice. It comes with the ChatGPT. Cool. So the first 4 things that I want to focus on is finding your dream role, enhancing your LinkedIn profile, creating a killer resume, and how to ace your interview, right? So I think the biggest selling platform for us right now is our LinkedIn, right? And we see some really powerful LinkedIns. You're like, I don't know if mine is as strong as it needs to be. You can literally ask ChatGPT to evaluate. You'll copy and paste everything in your LinkedIn and ask ChatGPT to evaluate it. You can tell ChatGPT, hey, I'm looking for this type of role in 2025, right? Look at my LinkedIn. Tell me what I need to update and change to make sure that I stand out to the thought leaders in this industry, but also the recruiters for this industry. So from a LinkedIn perspective, it's going to really look at the SEO and give you output. That's going to really help. Or you can say, hey, here's someone's profile that I really admire. Copy and paste it. They're living the life that I want to live, and I want these type of roles. I need you to compare their LinkedIn profile to mine and tell me what I need to do to stand out to get these same type of roles. And it'll do it for you, right? Find your dream role again. It will act as your career advisor for you. I know people be asking you to pay so, they can evaluate your resume and all that. Don't do that anymore. You don't have to. If you know how to prompt engineer the correct way, you don't have to do that, and you can do it for free. So I gave you an example here on how to do that, how to craft a killer resume, and also how to ace your interview. So for example, let's just say you are applying for a job. You got it on Indeed on one side of your computer. You have your Google Doc resume up on another side of the computer. What you will do is you literally go to ChatGPT and say, hey, I am applying for this role. Copy and paste it. I need you to rewrite my resume, okay? Make it ATS friendly, make it stand out, make it actionable to stand out to the recruiter for this job. Copy and paste your resume. And literally in less than 5 seconds, you have a new resume, custom built for this role, looking at cross-functional skill sets, making sure that it's talking about everything that's important there. And then something else that happens sometimes in these job applications, why do you want to work here? Or tell us about a time, and they just start asking all of these questions, right? So then you can say, hey, so while I'm completing this application, I got these various questions. Can you make sure that you answer these to align with, number one, my experience, making sure that it works for the job description. Also, let's throw in some you won't say razzle dazzle, but let's actually throw in how important we think the mission is of such and such company. And you don't even have to tell it what the mission is because it'll pull it for you. And then it's going to give you some really impactful answers that you can do as well, right? And then the last thing that I really love about ChatGPT when it comes to the interviewing of it all is how to really ace that interview, right? So you can literally say, hey, I am applying for this role. I have this interview that's coming up. Here is my resume. Here is the role. I need you to create for me 20 questions that may be answered and the suggested answers for me. I need you to make sure that we're utilizing, let's just go STAR method, situation, task, action, results, okay? Then secondly, I need you to also look at every single bullet and create a script to say how my job experience is related to that. You can even say, okay, this is great. So now I need you to give me a couple of questions to ask the interviewer that's really going to show that I am serious about this role. Give me some questions that's going to make me stand out and give me some sample answers. That's great. Then you can say to it, okay, I think I did really good. I think I did really good. So now what I want you to do is create a thank you letter that I can send over to the person that I interviewed with. Make sure that it stands out. Make sure it's showing my action items and why I'm the best person for this job. I'm going to take it one step further, and you don't have to do this right now because you're just now learning about all things AI. There are apps that are called Otter is one. On my Google Pixel, there is a recorder app where it'll give you a transcript at the end of anything that you record. There's all type of platforms that'll give you a transcript that you can get at the end of the call. You can literally say in ChatGPT, okay, I think I just did great on this interview. I'm going to give you the transcript of the call in my cover letter. I need you to make sure that you hone in on some key questions that they ask, reiterate again some of my key skill sets. Even if they may have had some issues or not understanding certain answers, make sure you provide a clear summary of some of their concerns and make it really concise, no more than 3 paragraphs. So it's just so much you can do from like utilizing AI just to help you with this, help you prep for this, but then also literally utilizing AI, record your calls, get that transcript, throw that transcript into AI to help you create an impactful cover letter. And or you can say, hey, based upon this interview, please let me know what I can do better next time. Copy and paste the transcript and it's going to tell you. Okay. Boom. So now, unfortunately, we are in the times of layoffs. It's happening. It's not stopping. So, of course, you want to see, what companies are laying off, what's their history, what's going on with these companies. So, as you're kind of researching the type of companies that you want to work for, I just put a sample prompt here that you can go in and review. You can literally even put in when was the last time that they laid off? Is there any negative news about this company? What's their financial, what's going on with their stock, if they're on the stock market, all of the things. So it makes it simple, easy for you to do that. Okay, so I try to just write it all out for you in this particular prompt right here. So just like the best practice for using ChatGPT when you're looking from a job perspective, I wrote it out for you. Now, there's this program that's called GPT-0. It's a free thing too. And you can run your stuff through it to make sure that it doesn't sound AI. But if you're doing this the way that I'm telling you to, it's not going to sound AI anyway. But if you're nervous about utilizing AI and you just want to cross-reference and double check, that is a free site that I put on here for you, just to make sure that you're feeling confident in what you are doing. Okay, so we're about to talk about some fun stuff. How to network and brand with AI, right? Understanding again that I know we have some folks in here that are entrepreneurs, some people that are transitioning in their career, and you're just trying to figure it out. So how do I network? How do I do my personal branding? So for example, Afrotech just ended. If you go on my TikTok, which one did I have it on? You can go to Mosaic Method Agency TikTok. I put it also on my personal IG, Life as Keisha. And I literally was giving tips and tools on how to utilize AI to really be successful at Afrotech, like the tools of networking, how to follow up. So when you do have time, please feel free to go back to that. So when you do go to your next conference, you can kind of realize, oh, so that's how I can utilize AI. Oh, the National Black MBA Association is having like a event that I'm going to go to. How can I network? What are the things I need to do? And that it was going to give you a lot of various things to show you how to really kind of excel there. Okay, so again, I put a prompt here, networking like a pro with X years of experience in whatever industry. I am seeking new opportunities. As my networking coach, help develop strategies for reaching out to professionals in my field. Include example scripts for introductions and follow-ups to convert connections into career opportunities. And even with that, you can say, I want to follow up with them 3 times. I want the first time to be more personable. The second time to be, hey, I want to see if we can do like a 10-minute introduction call. You can tell it what you're wanting the outcomes to be. And then based upon that, it'll help you out, right? You can even say, this is the person, this is the LinkedIn profile. Based upon what you see about this person, make sure to write this in a way that we know that they would appreciate it. Okay. And then lastly, just making that career jump. As a professional with the background in XYZ industry, I want to transition into XYZ target industry. Acting as my career transition guide, analyze my current skills and suggest a step-by-step plan, including training programs, networking tips, and recommended certifications. And you can literally put free training programs, free networking trips, free recommended certifications, and it'll literally give you the links. So like, yeah, there's Google, and there's Yahoo search and Bling and all of those, but this takes it to a whole nother level. And even when you go on Google now, it also has an AI search engine at the top of that now too, just to really help amplify as you are going through all things AI. Okay, so how do we stand out in a crowd? Before I go and show you the career example of it, there's this thing now that's called AI avatars, and you can literally create an AI version of yourself, right? So just for fun, I'm going to provide to you 2 cute examples that I do that I send to potential clients and to people. The animation lady that you see, her name is Ask Keisha AI. She has her own YouTube channel and she reports about all things AI, tech, and industry. And I created her utilizing a few AI platforms. So I'm just going to show you this as something that I created just to really brand myself. And I've been getting a lot of DMs about it. So let's go there first.
Hi, friends. I'm Ask Keisha AI, your guide to the latest in tech AI and how it impacts your life. Today, we talk in TikTok's future in the US is at risk. A federal appeals court has upheld a law that could force TikTok to break up with its parent company, ByteDance, or face a full ban by January 2025. Let's break it down and talk about what this means for influencers, brands, and businesses. Here's the scoop. The US government claims TikTok's data and powerful algorithm could be exploited by the Chinese government. If TikTok doesn't separate from ByteDance, it could disappear from app stores nationwide. TikTok plans to appeal to the Supreme Court, but even if it does, the clock is ticking.
So just to even break this down even more, how did I create that script? I literally went and pulled news articles all about TikTok. Then I went to LinkedIn and I found people that are discussing TikTok. So I said, hey, I need you to create a script for my faceless YouTube platform. Today, I'm going to be talking about TikTok. The voice that I want you to use is my voice, but I want you to utilize AAVE, which is African American vernacular. And I want you to do it in a sense to where Gen Z will understand, or millennials will understand. And this is some of the chatter about it. I need you to make this script 3 minutes and then give it back to me. Literally 5 seconds, it gave me my script. So now I have this personal brand that I created on YouTube. Hoping by the mid next year, I'll be able to monetize this and do all the various things. But as you're thinking about utilizing AI just to kind of really help you stand out and do other things, that's something else that you can do as well. Now, as I'm building out my platform and looking just to get more clients, if you will, I do AI videos. And again, this is strictly AI. This is not me in person. So I'll play this as an example.
Imagine having a digital version of yourself ready to work 24/7, boosting your brand presence and connecting with your audience. Welcome to Mosaic Method Avatar Studio, where your custom AI-powered avatar comes to life. Tailored to look and sound just like you, these avatars create engaging videos for social media, lead captivating presentations, and handle personalized customer interactions. Some clients have even used their avatars for custom sales pitches, turning leads into loyal customers.
So I'm not going to get into all of the details and the training and the platforms that I utilize to do this, but I'm showing you these 2 examples because you need to have an AI face. You need to have an AI brand as we go into the future, right? So, for example, you may see a job and you may find out who the recruiter is. So you want to go on their LinkedIn and send them a message, or you want to send them a personalized email. But how can you stand out out of the bunch? You can actually create an AI cover letter. So I created a sample AI cover letter for the purpose of this training today. So let's check that out.
Hi, Stacy. Since we're in an AI-driven world, it's only fitting that I send you this AI-powered cover letter, crafted with a little help from my tech toolkit, of course. I'm Jane Doe, and I'm excited to apply for the leadership role at Sample Company USA. With over 20 years of experience in integrated marketing and communications, I've had the pleasure of leading transformative campaigns that drive engagement and business growth. In my current role as Senior Director of Marketing and Communications at ABC Company, I've led impactful initiatives for global brands like Google, PepsiCo, and Procter & Gamble. A highlight of my work was developing value propositions that resonated with diverse advertiser segments, increasing brand visibility by 25%. My strength lies in creating compelling, data-driven narratives that cut through the noise. At ABC Young, I led communications for Project Let Up, where I successfully aligned messaging with business objectives while driving multi-channel campaigns. This same strategic, results-oriented approach is what I'm eager to bring to Pinterest. I'm particularly excited about Sample Company USA's mission of inspiring people worldwide.
So that is just a sample of it. And I want to answer your question, Kayla. At the very beginning of this script, I said I'm utilizing my AI empowered to stand out. They're also going to know that it's AI, right? But I think you always call it, hey, I want to stand out, and being that we are in an AI driven world, why not me come to you with this AI cover letter, right? So they will definitely know that. So you'll be able to do that there. And literally, I took a photo of mine, I animated it, utilized ChatGPT to create the script for me. There's 3 great platforms for this. Well, actually, there's HeyGen, and then there's this other one, but 11 Labs is more so like just to kind of redo your voice. But that's a little bit on level 2 and 3 of learning all things AI. So I don't want to get too technical, but again, I think it is super cool to do that. Again, just ways to stand out. Cool. So for my entrepreneurs that are in the building, my creators and all the things, how can you utilize AI to help you in your business? So there's a few ways you can you can get it to help you with ID generation and validation. So it can help you come up with the new business ideas. And I literally gave you some prompts that you can play around here. And then literally let's say you're interested in sustainability and have experience in marketing, right? It's going to give you tips for evaluating your business ideas, research, and thinking outside of the box just by putting in these prompts. Utilizing AI again, right? Okay, I have this business idea, but how can I validate it? What's the market research? What's the competitive analysis? Is this a viable company, right? What should I be considering? So here is giving you some more updates just to kind of help you determine how you want to do that. And then again, coming up with new business ideas, just some additional prompt elements that you can utilize as you're trying to build your business or your side business. Or you can have a business right now. So this is my business. Here are the details of it. I haven't been doing really great with it. In 2025, I want to be able to make X, Y, and Z dollars. Please create a detailed marketing, sales, email funnel, strategy for me. You can literally say, hey, create social copy for me in the next 30 days for these particular platforms based upon what is the most attractive about it, what people like to see, but also what's going to really include engagement for these. So the sky is the limit when it comes to that. And then lastly, validating your business idea. So what I did here was I also wanted to just put in some additional prompts there so you can play around with it. And I just go into it in more detail. So I just wanted to give you all just so many various nuggets after this so you can play around in it, whether it be for your personal business, your side hustle, career even. Literally, you can say, hey, ChatGPT, I'm having a holiday party next Friday. These are the type of people that's coming. Can you create me a Spotify playlist? Boom. Click on it. You can add in a cute, like free integration for Spotify, and then it's already there on your playlist. So again, I keep giving you all everyday examples because I want you to be able just to get comfortable with utilizing it from an everyday perspective so you won't be afraid, again, of all the amazing things that AI can do and simplify in your life. Okay, and again, analyzing industry trends. So I gave you a prompt there. And also, every person that you see here is AI driven, right? Literally, I put in, I am looking to create a picture of an African American millennial professional woman with natural hair. And the beauty of AI is it didn't make a caricature of her. She's a beautiful Black woman, and literally I put in a few prompts in Midjourney, and this is exactly what spit it out. Okay, so I know we're short on time, and I want to be able to give the class at least 10 minutes to ask questions. So the first thing that you do when you download this presentation is I want you to start with this exercise right here. After you're done with this exercise, I would love for you to email me or DM me and let me know what the results are, because I really want to see where 2025 is going to hold for you. So I'm going to leave it here. Just again, if you want to be able to reach out to me, I have my contact information below. If you want to take a real quick screenshot of this, I also have a QR code. If you want some one-on-one time with me about all things AI, you can schedule some time there as well. But again, my name is Keisha McCartry, Ask Keisha AI, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen so you all can ask me some questions.
You have any questions? Yeah, about 10 minutes.
It looked like it was a few questions in the comment section. Take a look at. I think it was just one. And I think I answered that for you, Kyla. When creating an AI cover letter, do we need to disclose that to the company? What would you say about that, Keisha?
So when you started out, you literally say, hey, being that we're in an AI driven digital age, literally using AI to create my cover letter. In this deck, when you re-listen to it, I literally say at the very beginning that this is AI.
Okay.
But I use to spin to say, being that we are going into an AI-driven industry and world, that's why I'm using this to show again, I'm an employee that's going to know how to use the platform, how to utilize the technology, and help you get to your marketing goals. So it's all about how to sell yourself and how to stand out. Also, when you go on LinkedIn, I want you to Google how many jobs are in AI. I want you to actually put in there how many companies are starting to require that you know AI. I want you to see how many companies are literally hiring people just to focus on AI. And Michael, I
Awesome.
think this next question is for you.
Let me look in there. When do we get? Oh, yeah. So we'll be Rachel, I think she put in there earlier. We'll be putting all this information in our library. We'll have a library MOC for if you haven't joined MOC yet, please join the link so you can jump in and get all the benefits of seeing all the great discussions that's been going on.
Absolutely. So I want to answer Mrs. Young's question before first. I want to say 90% of companies, especially your global and your Fortune 500 companies, they're all utilizing AI at this point. Some of them may say that you can't utilize ChatGPT, but they have their engineering department to create their own version of ChatGPT model that you can utilize as well. At this point in age, you're not going to find too many that does not have some type of internal, right? Even ChatGPT has an enterprise version now where they will be working with the system engineers at various companies just to make sure that they are protecting their security, their privacy, so on and so forth. So if they say no to ChatGPT, most likely they have their own internal version of AI that they want to do. I know Southern Company has their own version of AI. I know Chick-fil-A is incorporating their own version of AI, so they may just want to have it as their own type of internal platform that does the exact same thing with the ChatGPT API. Next question. When you first introduced the two platforms, is Claude better because it's more safe? All of them have pretty much the same security measures on the background, but when it says say more so of an ethical standpoint, right? So for example, you can put in, say, I need you to do this poem for me in the voice of a Black woman, right? So ChatGPT can give an output, was like, hey girl, one day I went to the store and, right? So sometimes it may sound a little bit like a caricature, but then you could put that exact same prompt in Claude and it's a more ethically safe type of answer to it as well. But also another thing that it means by safe is like certain derogatory words and things like that, it won't allow for you to input it. So that's another thing that it means by safe. Cool.
You have any more questions?
And again, I'm happy that you all enjoy. I think just the sky's the limit for ChatGPT. Anything from if you're going to buy a car for the holidays, this is the car that I'm looking at. This is my credit score. Tell me how to negotiate. Get all the bells and whistles for this. What questions should I ask? Looking for a home, looking for a loan, whatever. I'm trying to increase my investment portfolio, or maybe I want to start investing in 2025. I don't know where to start. Act as my financial advisor and give me the steps in the outline in an Excel spreadsheet, which it'll do it for you to tell me what I need to do. So as you all can see, this is something that I'm very passionate about. I really love AI and just what it can do for us as a community as long as we are educated. I think that we don't know what we don't know. And as other communities are really getting ahead of this, thriving in this, becoming multi-millionaires from this, I really want to just empower us to learn more. Don't be scared of it. Ask the same questions and move forward. And Amy said, I used a similar prompt to create a financial advisor for me and Gemini using the Google Gem aspect. I love that, Amy. Now, what I want you to do when you have time, take that to Claude and ChatGPT and then compare the results.
All right. This was great, Keisha. I loved it. Very informational. We may need a part 2, but this was excellent. Thank you everyone for coming. I will post Keisha's chat information in our MOC Slack channel. Again, you can see this recording, and if you in our video library, if you haven't joined MOC, go to mentorsofcolor.com/join to see this recording and more video and content like this. But thank you so much, and everybody have a great evening.
Happy holidays.
All right. Thank you, Keisha. See you
All
all.
right. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Thank you.